So let's begin. I attack with the mighty Rizzler Giant! Brace yourself, Yugi. You've never seen a Gat like this before.
Huh? It's giving Chad Alpha energy!
Not to glaze him too hard, but he has been mewing.
Just put the fries in the bag, Kaiba. I summon my Skibbity Dragon in attack position!
What the Sigma? Monsters? Only in Ohio!
Skibbity Dragon, defeat the Ark!
Ah!
You're minus 200 aura, Kaiba.
All right! My goat ate and left no crumbs!
I'm so excited for this meme off, you know.
Are you?
Even though I specifically said that I've actively put less effort into it than last time. But I think one can overthink it. That's my theory. Because I feel like I was thinking it through the last few times. I feel like it's been kind of lackluster. So this time I'm just going to go on the logic of, look, I'm not going to spend all my time stressing out over like, oh, which meme should I do for which person and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. No, I'm just going to think, do I find it funny? Do I think this is a funny meme? And then I'm going to send it. Because sometimes I think a meme's really funny and then it loses.
No,
hang on. No, Michael's onto the right track. Because I'm kind of the same thing. I sometimes find these memes really funny. And then I send them over and it's like, it feels like I've just like said that I've run over a child or something when I send them over.
Yeah, although bear in mind what I'm saying is that like I'm just going to send them anyway. But yeah. Anyway, Luke, would you like to tell us whether you're going to put in more or less effort here?
Dylan didn't understand what you were saying, but yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I understood it. I just kind of I told
you
you
were going somewhere else. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
My spin on it.
It's giving that Dylan spin.
The old Dylan proverb.
Dylan spinning.
All right. So by the way, I don't know if you've seen like our video from last time.
Has it got loads of views?
Aguna. Have you seen the views on it?
It's got like 500 and something. Last I checked. That's impressive. Yeah, I was actually like, looking. I was like, is that standard? And I was like, I guess not.
No.
Yeah.
This is our most viewed video in ages.
Yeah. Having said that, I also went to watch one of our other videos recently, and there was only one comment, and it said, "This is sad."
Wait, I think I know the.
It was it was a Christmas parody.
Yeah. I've seen that comment before. I remember that. Yeah.
And I cried myself to sleep.
Yeah, no, I remember, but that's got a lot of views. That's got like 800 something.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe they thought it was sad because they're so bad at like they weren't getting that many views. So like, oh man, this is sad.
So yeah, by the way, I just wanted to touch on a couple of things from that last video.
Oh God.
No, because like I don't think I was listening to it again, and I don't think you recognize a couple of the things. Did you notice that like the Arsenal cannon was blocking out some guy's cock? Did you notice that?
I don't believe I did. No.
So yeah, you didn't, but Dylan noticed that, but you didn't. Even though because I said look at the so go and have a look at it.
I will. I'm going to have a look.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, have you seen the image on the right? And Dylan was like, oh yeah, that's funny. So Dylan got it. And then you said, oh yeah, I've seen it and come. I think you were referring to the porn stars in question, her tits.
Yeah, that you are right. Yeah, so but I think she was on the left, wasn't she?
So you're such a gooner. You weren't actually focusing on what was funny about the image.
Yeah, I see what you mean about the cannon is the cock. Yeah. Look at that woman's tits.
Yeah. See, that's what you were... That's what you were focused on. Also, another thing, which if you stay on the video, Michael, you'll see. Do you know what the background is?
The background. Let's see. So it's like some crumpled up tissues, like from coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is again a nice touch.
Yeah, well, some people might say that if you have to point out the nice touch, then it's like explaining a joke.
Noticed it. Okay.
It's the fact it just blends so naturally together.
Yeah, and it could also be the fact that, Arsenal fans often cry because they don't win trophies. So,
Yeah.
Okay,
they often come in their pants because they...
Yeah, Dylan is like behaving like a maniac. Honestly, we can't do the meme contest.
It won't let me log into Canva.
Yeah, so Dylan, like you basically just got to have like the slightest ability to prepare things beforehand. It's unfortunate because based on this delay, I'm going to have to automatically be prejudiced against every single meme you send.
Oh, what a shame!
Yeah, I actually do enjoy.
Just start a new account,
memes.
Dylan.
Yeah, it's not Pornhub, Dylan. You don't have to pay money for it.
Oh my God!
What is wrong?
Stupid.
Explain what's happening just for the audience at home.
Like every time I keep logging in, it says, "Hey, by the way, you need to sign in," and I keep clicking on the button to sign in, and I've tried to do it with a different account, and it's like, hey, you should sign in. I was like, I have fucking signed in.
Okay, well that's weird.
Conmeister.com.
Dizzle Whizzle joined.
You see, I think what I had to do is just sign in to Canva on its own and then open the link.
Yeah, I could have told you that might have been a smart thing to do, actually.
You didn't think about doing that?
Yeah, so basically you were you were clicking the link and it was prompting you to sign up. Yeah, that's something you got to look out for, Dylan. You just got to look out for that. Sometimes when I had that with something else. I think it was when I went, a lot of people don't know that I flew to America. And when I clicked the email for it was like Delta was like, hey, make sure you check out some details to do with your flight. And if I clicked that link, then I'd get a similar situation of it wouldn't let me log on.
Ability to stall the momentum of the conversation.
Well, at least the plane didn't stall.
Yes.
Just a bit of dark humor there for you. All right, everyone, let's do this meme off. Let's do it right now. Let's meme until we scream.
Okay. Dylan, do you know you've put the Popers Game meme off on every single slide, by the way?
Oh, how do I do that?
I don't know.
Whoops.
Is that... Wait.
So you don't want to do that, obviously.
Yeah, how did you like have them all selected all at once? Also, like, we've only got 15 pages, so there isn't a 16th page anyway, so...
Well, can you just add a 16th page?
I could, but how about Dylan sucks my cock? Okay.
Okay, this is good.
You.
It's on slide 3 now. Slide 2. And it's been moved to slide 1. There we go.
Okay,
it's finally done it. Right. Okay, guys. So, presenting the next in the... I think this is the 6th meme off we have done. Yes. Wow. Yeah, 6 meme offs. Obviously, we have different strategies going on. Michael's just going to go for it. Dylan's going to
I'm going to let the heart speak.
Yeah. And we're going to see who comes out on top. It could be... either one of us, even though Dylan's never won, but maybe that'll change.
Well, there was that first one, wasn't there, where we kind of gave you the pity vote. And
no, because I won the first two. So
yeah, but I kind of held back on something like that. Something happened.
You know what? That's the funny thing.
But
I re-listened to all of the meme offs recently, and that did not happen, unsurprisingly. But
even though I haven't listened to it recently, I know for a fact.
He knows for a fact. He knows for a fact. He knows for a fact that I didn't like the what was the meal? It was like the apple thing.
Yeah. No, I put my heart into the apple meal, and it wasn't that though. It's the crunchy pasta, and there's Luke. This is really nice, Dylan. Oh, hang on, Alex doesn't like it. Yeah. I better say I don't like it either. Otherwise,
I'll lose popularity.
At first, you misremembered. What was the apple dish you did?
Oh, the apple dish. That was like apple and chicken.
You know what's funny actually, because Jack actually admitted that he actually did like it, even though he said he didn't. And I was just
so you're so the whole time you've been attacking Jack.
He's projecting on Jack's behalf.
I'm never gonna have a go. But at least Jack was honest, and at least Jack's actually owned up.
That's actually a good point. Yeah.
I hate country. I hate.
But I did, to be honest, I didn't like the apple meal either.
Oh, Dylan, you are a little Dickens.
Okay, right. Well, that's an interesting factoid that's been revealed after 9 years. But yeah, right. So let us know.
But you got to believe in your cooking, don't you? So you got to stand up for it, even if it's shite. You got to.
That's why
you got to stand by your shit.
That's why you just went to the fish and chip shop again and again. After a while,
you know what Alex said? Oh, it's your turn. I'll tell you what, though, we won't mind if you just go to fish and chip shop.
You were the one listening to Alex. Okay,
true, yeah.
Let's go chip. You know what? I enjoy an easy life. That's me.
Okay, great stuff. Right, so it is now time to do the meme off, and so we, of course, for anyone who doesn't know, there will be 5 rounds, and hopefully we get a decisive winner. Hopefully, it's one of us wins 2 of our matchups, so we have a winner. First up will be Dylan versus Michael, and of course the other person will judge, which of course is Luke. So Luke is going to judge.
So I've got to go for my use on Luke memes.
Yep.
Have you actually separated them into categories, Dylan?
Oh, I have done
Luke,
that. Yeah.
Red for Michael.
Right.
There you go.
Oh God, how do I? Oh, did you fucking locked them, Dylan? You retard. Okay. I went to group them together, and it was like there was a padlock. Okay.
Well,
Dylan, don't do
tell me
anything.
when I can look.
All right, you can look now, Luke.
Okay, so let's go. Slide 2. When you invite her over to play Bionicles, but she starts taking her clothes off, my disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. That's an old meme. It's still it's a good meme, but it's old. And yeah, Bionicles is an interesting one.
Never Bionicles.
So next meme. First smartphone was released in 2007. People in 2006. And what is that?
It's like it's like air freshener.
Yeah, staring at air freshener. Yeah, I had to zoom in there. Yeah, it's just not as funny, is it? Because obviously, what people did was read newspapers and books and stuff.
Yeah, they used to bring their TV into the toilet.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I
Just
once got loads of shit once. I was had the door open and had the telly on. Dylan, that's the laziest thing I've ever seen you do in your life.
That's quite funny, actually. Yeah,
what a disgusting creature you are.
Yeah, I think the another valid criticism of that one is that it's very small, and you also notice the person didn't really bother to use the full half of the thing. Whoever it was didn't bother to use the full half of the image available to them.
Shut up!
Well,
I'm tempted to give it.
Person should have.
Well, Dylan, let's let Luke pick.
I was tempted to give it a win to the toilet meme just because of that criticism from Michael.
It's a very good criticism.
But no, I am going to give it to the review bra.
Yeah. Guess what?
Review bra.
You'll be surprised to learn that was me.
Oh, wow, what a surprise. So Michael takes that. He is winning 1-0, and it is Luke versus Dylan next, so Michael will judge. So
that's really offensive. That I feel offended.
All right, so shall we go on, Michael? Look at the memes.
All right, are they ready? Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, group together. Okay, cool. All right, so I have always wanted to visit Disneyland, and it's the Kink Castle. And Guy taps you on the shoulder. Hey, I don't think you knew this, but Latin Americans, offensive and colonial to them, they prefer. Okay, like that's gonna have to be some kind of cut.
And no, it's not.
Oh, okay, fine. We can. Okay, I mean that's fine. Yeah, you can do it.
Shut up, Dylan. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Okay, this is highly offensive. And calling them that makes the space much more inclusive. Okay, Luke's. Or the right one, sorry. I do know that it's Luke's.
Yeah, it's mine. Right.
Yeah, like I say, I'm not going to elaborate at all. I'm just going to say a name and that's it. Oh no, say left or right.
Why didn't you like the Kink Castle?
I'm not going to elaborate at all. There's the only information you're going to be able to go off is which one I prefer. But bear in mind, I did have that thing last time we did a meme off where I literally showed everyone the memes that I liked from Luke and Dylan. So you did have that resource to consult.
Yeah, I could have researched.
You could have looked into
memes Michael likes. It's easier to pick Michael memes than Luke memes, though. I do have to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up is Michael versus Luke.
All right.
Oh, I've got to look away. Hang on, I'm gonna.
You got to Luke away.
Yeah, because his name. Yeah.
Right.
Good stuff.
So and boom, Dylan, you can look. And I don't need to group anything because they're both uploaded by me.
Oh, okay, the first one's very clever. You're a unit of power, Harry. I'm a what? Good. And when she's telling stupid stories, but she is your last hope of getting laid. So then you're firing all the ha-ha-has. It's relatable, that. Now, I kind of like that one, but I obviously, the person that sent the left one had done their research. And that's the one I'm going to go for, that you're a unit of power, Harry. I'm a what?
That is Luke. Just so you know.
Do it, Luke. Well done.
Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate the complimenting of the research.
Right.
Okay,
so now me versus Dylan
versus Michael.
Just don't. What did you do, Dylan? What did you do?
Okay,
you did group. Okay, that's
it.
fine. Well, I mean, look, I was just like the fact I was just glad you did the thing you're supposed to do. All right, Luke, you can look. All right, Luke, you can look.
This was right. Meme one. Okay, well he's laughing. Dylan, so this is good. This was on the bathroom stall. Can't stop laughing. Scotty, don't beam me up. Yeah, I'm taking a. You see, that's. I don't really know if that's a meme necessarily. It's just a funny image. Although it's clever. And a Diet Coke, please. I can't go for the one on the left because I don't think it's a meme. So I'm going to go for the Diet Coke meme. Who was that?
That was me.
Oh, well done, Dylan. Congratulations. Michael, you got to start actually sending memes, pal.
I didn't find Michael's that funny, but I love Luke's feedback on them. That's not a meme. It's actually just a funny image.
Luke has very high standards. I'd say a funny image is a meme. That's my world. I believe that.
Well, no,
I think everything's a meme.
Clarified that's not the case. Again,
I think it is.
Not a funny image.
Yeah, I think it's a funny.
So
you have
Luke,
57 memes. You can pick one which is actually a fucking meme.
All my 57 memes are actually 57 funny images.
So
now you need to send to Dylan as soon as possible. By the way, Luke, because
it's Luke versus Dylan next. Okay, go on, Michael.
Right. I think the median is the sum of all the values in a data set divided by the number of values in the set. Homer Simpson. Sandra, that was mean. Cute outfit, faggot. I hope you queers never get the right to marry. Left.
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't find that funny, but Dylan did find it funny. Unbelievable.
That does happen sometimes. That happened to me one time, but I was I was thinking about it recently.
Did you not remember that line from Spider-Man?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Well, sorry, I remember what he actually says.
Yeah. So isn't that funny that it's a escalation of that?
No. Sometimes it's not always as funny just to escalate things.
Let's move on to Michael versus Luke.
Luke, whatever your worst meme is, you should use your worst meme against this one because you would be wasting a good meme if you use that. And you can look now, Dylan.
Right, so the memes I'm judging are cargo space, car no do that, cargo road. If being cool was illegal, I'd be a criminal. Not because I'm cool, but because I shot my wife. Right one, please.
Yeah, makes sense, yeah. Luke, you wasted that. That meme was a top quality meme, and I'm glad that I used my worst meme against your easily best meme. Who's okay, now it's me versus Dylan?
Yeah, so by the way, the mini meme was mine, I won that. So yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
It's Dylan versus Michael next, by the way.
I think Dylan's laughing at his own meme. Wait.
So tell me when it's ready.
Yeah, okay, I apologize. There's a mistake I made. You can look now, Luke. Sorry, I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to look now. Right, so we have... I saw that meme, the Israel one. Anyway, let's go with the one on the left first. So, sun and moon, same size. I can't actually read that text. It's quite small.
It says, and his light is sevenfold brighter than that of the moon. But as regards size, they're both equal, and that's from Enoch 7237.
Hey,
and then at the very bottom it says focal length 25 millimeters.
Okay, yeah. Hey, check it out. My burger is the same size. Lisa, I want to buy your car-sized burger. Okay, right, fine. Yeah, I think that's good. And Israel's genocide wrapped. Yeah, I saw this today, and it's topical.
I think we should read it out, to be fair, because I think we need to reflect on these statistics.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. So Palestinians killed more than 200,000. Palestinians displaced more than 1.5 million. Palestinian children missing in Gaza, more than 20,000. Palestinians injured, more than 105,000. Palestinians imprisoned, more than 10,000. Buildings destroyed in Gaza, more than 70%.
More than that could include 100.
Indeed, one of the most...
That could be 100%.
Yes.
We know it's more than 70%.
One of the most disgraceful things to ever happen, an indictment of the Western world and its so-called liberal order. But it's not that funny a meme.
What?
So I'm going to give it to the car, burger, Homer, sun, moon meme. Who won?
That was Dylan.
Yeah.
Dylan's one.
Dylan? Oh, wow. Fucking hell.
Well, Dylan supports the genocide, so he wouldn't have done that.
Okay.
All right, so who's
Shit.
next?
Fuck, I fucked it.
Dylan versus Luke.
Yeah, Dylan versus
Okay,
Luke.
so this is when I get to judge. I love this.
So, Mike, you need to look away from Canada, please.
Yes, don't worry. I'm looking at porn.
Michael, we're ready for you now.
Let's see. We've got... I want to harm myself. He looks sad. He's smiling. Then this is Pep Guardiola, I believe. And let me speak with you frankly for a second. Now, this is very much a Pope is gay centered meme. And then you're in a DMs. I'm in a septic tank. We are not the same. Okay, I've got to think this one through. Actually, I would say I like both of these. Right.
Sorry, what?
Right, the right one on the right.
Just say is it the Batman one? You mean?
Yeah, Batman.
Well, can you not just say the Batman one?
No, I don't want to. I need to try and be efficient, so I've got to just say right, left. One word, easy peasy.
How could you not go for the left one, Michael?
I love this style of reviewing meme, Michael, where you don't explain yourself at all, and then you just go right. That's really good content. Keep it.
I know, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I just I don't want to ramble too much.
I think we should reverse the decision there based on its non-explanation, is it?
No. So Luke takes that one. He is winning against Dylan 2-1.
Why didn't you like the left one, Michael?
Well, look, Dylan,
Dylan's
unfortunately, I
shocked
can't
by
explain things. I mean, look, it is pretty good. I think the only thing, to be honest, I didn't like the first half, Dylan. Okay, look, if you're going to force me to give an explanation, I'll give you the very minimum explanation of, I think maybe if that had been the punchline to a slightly better setup, but it's kind of just like I don't know who this Pep Guardiola guy is. I don't know why he said he wanted to harm himself.
His name.
Yeah, I don't know what he does. I don't know why managing Man City.
To be honest, Dylan, like you set yourself up for that. Honestly, like Michael doesn't know anything about football.
Yeah, like I guess that's it. It's like it's the fact. I guess it's the.
You weren't allowed to watch the Euros
I watch.
during
Okay,
the
yeah,
thing
I watched the
because
World Cup.
Okay,
yeah,
right,
you're right,
whatever.
but I don't watch league
So
football,
next-
whatever it's called.
Next is Michael versus Luke, and Dylan will be judging.
All right,
I'm enjoying this. I get a little break.
I always enjoy. I always enjoy judging. Yeah, you can look, Dylan.
Okay. Let's do this. I think I've actually seen the one on the left before, but it's I just broke FFP rules. Oh, you're sweet. I just broke FFP rules. Hello, human resources. Versus when he taking his sweet ass time getting the cum rag, and it's I don't really know what's going on there, but it's like it's okay. I think we'll go for the first one's more kind of my alley, and it kind of pokes fun at the injustices, hopefully that get resolved, maybe resolved in by the time this video gets uploaded.
Similar to Palestine, I'd say.
That's it. I think worse than Palestine, but yeah.
All right, that's Luke's.
Yeah, so that is a win for Luke, and that means I have beaten Michael because it's 3-0. Sorry, Michael.
Oh, 3-0.
That's okay.
That was.
Well, that's the only way he possibly could have won at this point.
Yes,
that's a surprise. Actually, that.
Yeah. Well, thank you for. It's so
normally I prefer the Michael memes when I have to judge them. So,
well, I have won the last 2 against Michael that we've done, Dylan. By the way, yeah. So again.
Fair enough.
Right. So next is
maybe I don't then.
Yeah. Next is Dylan versus Michael, and Dylan is winning 2-1. So if Dylan wins this, he wins, and it's all over for Michael.
Oh, I've got to send something though, don't I? Okay. So
Yes.
Luke's judging this one.
Right. Dad's second car crash this year. Okay. I like that. That's kind of funny. And it's a Harry Potter one. You sure you sent this to the right person? Me, after giving the homeless guy $5 and he says thank you instead of this is a social experiment, here's 2,000. Okay. Because I guess I'll go for the Dumbledore one because I guess it made me laugh a bit more. So there you go.
Okay. That one was me.
It's a thin victory. Oh, okay.
Dad's second car question was really funny. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Like, I think it's reasonably funny, but I'd also say my one's pretty hilarious too.
I don't understand your one, Mike.
Oh, well, I understand my one. But you got to bear in mind, see, the thing is, I'm the exact opposite to Luke. I think both of these are pretty strong memes. I would say this is one of the strongest matchups.
Okay,
so far.
I see.
Why is the last one funny though? Why is
right? Do you know like the social experiment thing on like TikTok?
Dylan, I don't think you deserve to know about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I'll look away because you guys are supposed to be doing your thing.
Oh yeah. So are you
supposed to be giving me a hawk tour meme on that thing?
I reloaded it and it worked, so we're okay.
Just on a record, you guys might not have heard. I said hawk tour meme on that thing. Just
okay,
like in case
good.
you. Yeah, thank you. It's pretty funny, isn't it?
Yeah. So obviously, Luke is winning 2-1 against Dylan here. So Dylan needs to win.
Okay.
I believe you can look now.
It seems like it. Okay, let's see. Sir, a second pterodactyl has just hit the welcome center. That's reasonably good. I like that one. Okay. I wanted to post a joke about sodium, but I was like, nah, people won't understand. Post it anyway. Most people are smarter than you think and will probably understand it. Tungsten, oxygen, sulfur, hydrogen. Okay, so I have to think this one through. TOOOSH. Was that what sulfur? I don't know. Okay, I don't get the comment, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to go for the left one, the pterodactyl one.
I'm sorry, Dylan. I think honestly,
The pterodactyl was really good.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Oh, that's good. So you get the reference, Dylan. Yeah.
Well,
obviously,
it's 9/11, so I get So.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. I'm surprised, but I'm happy, obviously, that Michael picked it. But yeah, you had a better reaction than him, which I'm surprised at.
By the way, tungsten is a W in the periodic table, so it's supposed to say whoosh because the joke went over his head.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So honestly, like, I actually, well, I don't know. The final comment confusing me meant that meme ended on like a bad. But what's it called?
I liked it without that. I just like the poster anyway. Most people are smarter than you think. They'll probably understand it.
Yeah, I do. I mean, like, I do think that is like a funny comment. I will say that. But yeah,
again,
I mean, these ones are both pretty strong.
And it's barely a meme, honestly.
I was gonna say, yeah, like, I was just gonna say this does fall. Like, I can imagine Luke would not agree with that as a meme.
If I had lost, I would have been annoyed, but thankfully I didn't. So yeah, Luke has beaten Dylan 3-1 and has won 3-0 against Michael, so he's won again. Wow, great stuff.
Oh, good for you, Luke. But no one likes a gloater, do they?
No, I'm not glad. I'm keeping the audience informed as to what's happening. So
no one enjoys a gloater.
All right, so
okay, as
I'm trying to move on here.
That's it.
Hey Dylan, why haven't you posted your thing in the chat yet?
So who am I going up against?
You went up against me.
No.
Oh really?
No, you fucking idiot! It's Michael versus Luke.
Oh, well, that doesn't. Okay, wait. So that's fine.
So Dylan is judging.
So is this one like?
Are you ready, Dylan?
Is this okay? Families be like, can we see him? Funeral much? Oh, because I suppose Dad's in the car, so it's okay. It appears you're hippo.
Yes, I knew you'd like that one. I mean, I didn't really need to win.
It appears your hippo is not as famished as you claimed, Mr. Bond. I like that one. Can we go for the right one, please?
Yeah, we can. You know what?
Absolutely.
We can.
Right. Now, Dylan, make sure you put your thing in the Canva.
Oh, yeah. So this is for Luke to judge.
Yes. Cool. Luke, you can look.
Okay, so we have... by the way, yeah, obviously it's 2-2. So this is it's 2. So this is for everything. This is for second place, and the loser has to have the humiliation of not winning. I think this might be the first time actually Michael hasn't won a round. So if this happens, so this is big essentially, right? Sorry.
Yeah. Well, also, like, when has Dylan won a round?
Well, yeah, he has, but
he's never won overall. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
not overall.
I should have sent a better
okay.
That was the case, yeah.
Well, I told you, you should have known it was 2-2. Anyway, right, so this is...
I wasn't really paying attention.
See, I've been keeping score this whole time.
That's the problem with you, isn't it, Dylan? Never paying attention. But maybe you'll win, Right, so Tom Scott is there, right? So things you might not know. Why I'm standing outside your back door. Okay, I like that. I do like that, that's funny. Ghost denies be like, facts and logic are haunting my house. Okay, it's not... That one isn't as good. It's not the worst thing ever, but that Tom Scott one is funny. That's a one that really I found funny, and it's a worthy winner. Good. So who picked that?
Dylan.
You can always rely on Tom Scott. So,
Dylan, it was you.
If you need to pull a rabbit out the hat, you can rely on a little Tom Scott meme.
That is a win for Dylan, and Dylan wins overall. I think that's the first time Dylan's ever beaten Michael.
Nice.
By the way. Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's the first time he's ever won. Congrats, Dylan. That's a big.
Dylan's learning.
Michael,
I'm learning the system.
This is the first ever time you haven't won a round.
Algorithm.
It was bound to happen. Honestly, though, I'm so much happier though. I think my not putting any thought into it has really paid off, because while I haven't won, I feel completely indifferent about the fact I haven't won. Because like if I'd really like tried to find the best, funniest memes, then I'd be so upset that I hadn't won.
I feel like you're too emotionally invested in the meme contest, Michael.
Well, it's just like I was, like obviously that's what I'm not anymore though, because I've completely detached from it.
It's Luke versus Dylan next, so Michael will be judging. Okay, Michael, I think you're okay to look.
Rightio. Sir, put me down. I am the manager. That's cute. It's a cat. It looks like they've got a tie. I like that. I do like... I think actually we sometimes have an absence of cute memes. This guy has a very terrible physiognomy, I think it's called. Yeah, my boy's a little strange, but he's cool, I swear. My boy in the corner of the bar. I like both of these. I enjoy both of these. Ending on a high note. I'll go left. The cat one.
Well, that's Dylan's, by the way.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool.
Dylan wins. You know what, Dylan? The final score between me and you is 3-2. I won, obviously. Yeah.
I can't believe Michael didn't pick the "Let me be frank with you." You know.
Yeah.
I really thought I had a winner there.
What was "Let me be frank"? I don't even remember that one. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, that one. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, Dylan, you were one win away in a matchup versus me of winning the whole thing. So that's big from you. Well done. You're improving. Okay, so next is Michael versus Luke, and Dylan will be judging for the last one. And Luke has a chance to whitewash Michael here. Okay, Dylan, you can look.
Should we wipe her memory now? No, let's give her another 5 minutes. And he's riding his Aunt Marge.
I didn't know that was her name.
Me going back to September 10th, 2001 to warn everyone about COVID. Well, I don't really like either of them, if I'm honest. I liked the Hungry Hippo one from the last one. Okay, let's go with... I mean, obviously, September 10th, 2001 was the day before the 9/11 attack.
You see,
that tragedy that happened in New York.
That's the joke, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Dylan.
I mean, I actually think one of these is funnier than the other.
Yeah, so do I, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Let's go with the one on the right, because I don't... Yeah, the left one is...
I think that's... Yeah. So the COVID one, I think that one's funnier.
Yeah, no, I thought it was quite funny.
I actually thought, I would have laughed at the COVID one. Just because it's like a subversion, which I think is a big part of what humor needs to do out. Like you assume,
I suppose there is.
You assume it's going to be like, he's going back to September 10th, and then you're like, he's always going to warn everyone about 9/11, and then that doesn't happen. In fact, actually,
it's got layers to it as well. Like, whereas the other one is just
I'm not gonna lie. Like, so obviously,
can I just say who won, by the way? Like,
Luke won.
So Luke won that one. So Luke has whitewashed Michael. Luke. Yeah. So that is a significant development in the meme wars. I don't know if I've ever done that. Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't.
But I don't think anyone's. Has anyone ever whitewashed anyone?
Yeah,
well, it's just happened now.
I think it has.
I mean. Well, obviously it's just happened now.
Last time I whitewashed Dylan, actually, I'm looking, I beat Dylan 5-0, so yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so then I've kind of turned that on its head.
Yeah, exactly. This is a big improvement for you, Dylan. You should be proud of yourself, you know. But yeah, that's out of the 6 meme contests we've done, it's 3-3 overall between me and Michael now. Good. I think this was a better meme contest than last time, right? Because last time
I think so. I think it was a bit poor last one.
No, at all, not trying. I'd be interested. I'm going to go through this and do a self-assessment later on where I decide how many times I think my meme should have won. Okay. Just because I'm interested. Because there's a possibility the answer's no. Because, for example, I think Luke's meme should have won the final one.
Yeah. Well, I agree. Anyway, let us now go on to the topic. So Michael has a very good topic, so go ahead, Michael.
Yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. All right, so let me just load up this. So basically, the topic was kind of going to be like the fact I was in Florida for Thanksgiving, and I was just going to talk about that. But I decided, I'd at least add some structure to it. This doesn't have to be the whole thing, but I'm just going to share a little. I came up with some tips for people. So
conservative father-in-law.
Well, you've obviously got to read the other text. It's very clearly there. Just it's not that hard. There's
IG podcast.
No, there's other text. What text how are you not seeing? Luke, you can read the other text there apart from conservative father-in-law, can't you? Right?
Oh, it was. I'll send you a screenshot of my screen. It's being covered up by Michael is recording the call.
Oh goodness me, is that the same? I mean,
I can see it fine.
Okay, good. All right. So everyone, all right.
Now I've tilted it and.
Yeah. So I went to a Thanksgiving. I don't know if you've heard this. It's something that people probably haven't mentioned before, which is you're not supposed to talk about politics at Thanksgiving. Well, let's suppose that you went to... Well, actually, as you can see in the... Oh, God. Did I just stop sharing? I didn't, did I? Okay, good. Yeah. All right, so this is my tip on how to make Thanksgiving great again. We've all been in Florida smoking cigars with our wife's dad, only to realize they think Trump will make America great again, and the demon rats are trying to stop him. Here's how you keep your pansy liberal ass from revealing to him what a cuck you are. So obviously, you're talking, and then you realize, oh wait, this guy thinks that black people were welfare babies and Reagan fixed it, and things like that. And the illegal immigrants are being put in 5-star hotels in Manhattan. And you're like, okay, well, I'm going to talk to this guy and try and get along with him because that's what's very important. So I'm going to make it sound like I agree with him even though I don't. So that's basically the tip. So strategy number 1, I'm calling this common complaints. So this is just, you make it sound like you agree with him, even though you don't, by just saying things that pretty much everyone could agree with. So like you want to have like generic comments. Like you can see it says, if you're talking about society and Jerry, just say we need to go back to having a sense of community. Now, obviously, what I mean is community where we all kind of gather around the red flag and send everyone who wants to destroy our community to a gulag. But what he hears is, we need to have like the church and like traditional values and stuff. So it's kind of like it's ambiguous enough that it leaves things open. And then I like this one, which was these are like actual talking points I made sure to bring out. I said, I think we should focus on people who agree with our culture and values. And I like that because I think pretty much everyone would agree with that. Like obviously if you're going to have an immigrant and like one of the immigrants is like, I actually fucking hate the UK. And the other immigrant's like, actually, I like the UK. And, I think the UK is a nice place. I think most people would say, well, clearly the person who actually likes the UK should be the one who immigrates there. But I said that. And he was like,
can I ask Michael? Did you show? This is quite good, by the way. But you're talking a lot. Did you have you shown this to your wife?
You know what? I mentioned the idea to her. Like I was like, I'm going to use your dad for a. I actually call. By the way, I don't call this the Pope is Gay. To my wife, I call this the Luke and Dildo Show. just that's a little tidbit. Yeah. So she hasn't seen it.
Do you actually say dildo?
Yeah, I do. Like I think it's actually people don't realize I literally only ever call Dylan dildo. Usually I call him dildo seamer. Like that's actually what I call him in almost every. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to.
I have to blur that out.
I just tried to. Yeah, that makes it.
Out.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we'll bleep that out because that was his very close to his full name. Anyway, yeah, you are. Yeah. So and then.
Sorry, what's the semen part?
Because his middle name's Stephen.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so there we go. Anyway, so yeah, basically the thing is what I liked is that when I said that, he was like, now the problem is, Michael, you can't say that here because it makes too much sense. And I was like, oh, that's good. Like, I'm glad that he agrees with me that I make a lot of sense. But he's like, here we just want to bring in people who hate our country and want to sell drugs and rape our women. He didn't say that, but
Yeah, that would be quite extreme.
Yeah. And then, I mean, you can see I have something about the military, just like, if you want to just say, hey, we shouldn't be, spending all our resources in other countries. That's like a good way of being like anti-war. You just like phrase it as like a fiscal responsibility concern. Now, the next thing is, and this is a really good thing. And in a way, I'd be kind of interested, obviously, to make this a bit more interactive. So this section is ambiguous assertions, and it's just you talk about issues where there's less of a political divide. It's just like random weird issues. For me, like you can see a few here, but the only one that's like really important is like public transport infrastructure. So like usually I just say like, oh man, like I think walkable cities are good and stuff like that, which is good because while there are some people who will be like 15-minute cities, that's a conspiracy theory. I think like most people who aren't completely insane, when they hear someone talk about, like infrastructure reform and stuff like that, they don't interpret that within like the culture war. So if you guys like had to speak to a conservative and be friends with them and do that by just talking about an issue where you feel like they wouldn't immediately pick up on your politics, do you have like an answer for that? While you're thinking, I will just briefly.
You know what? That's the thing. Dylan deals with it a lot with his racist friend.
Yeah, so I was going to say, yeah, that's such a good point. Yeah, Dylan, your insight.
I kind of like in one ear out the other. Oh yeah, all these migrants in hotels and everything like that, and how his tax money. That's the other thing. He doesn't like taxes. He also doesn't like how all his money in taxes goes towards paying for migrants to stay in hotels and benefits, especially considering the mother of his child is on benefits apparently and cheating the system.
Yeah, is she an immigrant?
No.
Okay, that's fine then. That's fine. Like it's a pretty clever move, and this is my actual advice if you ever get stuck in a political conversation with someone you don't want to disagree with, and you don't want to lie, you just talk about an issue where they're not possibly going to be able to place you on the spectrum. I just realized, by the way, I missed out a little joke. I said,
you are on the spectrum.
I said hard mode.
Massively.
Hard mode, don't mention any trans stuff. That's just a little joke for people who are familiar with their Michael law.
Little joke.
What is the generic grievance, you ask? Well, it's basically just saying they are corrupt and don't really care about us. Another, like a classic example, we all remember that news bot that was able to keep up with the news so much because it said, those clowns in Congress, they've done it again. What a bunch of clowns. And if you look at the bottom, there's a useful hint, Luke, if you could. How about you read out this useful hint for everyone?
Yeah, okay. They can be interpreted to be referring to literally anyone, which is true, of course. It could be They, as in, the corrupt elite in society.
Yeah.
Or the Jews.
Yeah, exactly.
Both.
But yeah, so obviously the thing is, from his perspective, it would be the urban people and stuff like that. Whereas for me, obviously, as a left-wing person, it's the Jews. So you can kind of see how there's.
Yeah.
And then this is the final piece of advice, and this is a really useful one. Just talk about the UK, and then that way they'll have no idea what you're talking about. So like they can't even, like, if I say, like, literally the whole time I was like, yeah, there was this person in the UK who actually wanted to like put the people of this country first, and the media elite were completely hostile to him and blah blah blah. And I think the whole time, his name's Ben, I think the whole time he was like thinking that I was talking about like someone like Trump, and he had no idea I was talking about like Jeremy Corbyn. So I was like, yeah, and they called him a bigot. They called him a bigot just because he like stood against their elite policies and stuff. And he was like, yeah, that sounds just like what they did to Trump. And I was like, actually, he was a lol social democrat who wore a cardigan.
Let's reference. Let's rate the topic. So Michael,
let's reference the top.
Did the alarm go off, or because I didn't hear it? I'm only going to give it a 7. I think it was like I kind of was a bit tongue in cheek when I said, like, oh, it's a brilliant topic. I think it's fun, but I think there's areas that could have improved.
You put the effort in, which is good, and I like the concept. Just wasn't that funny, and you just again, talked a lot and didn't really engage with us, and you just kind of talked at us. It's not that good for a topic, even if the effort has been put in. So I think a 7 is fair. Dylan,
I was actually going to give it a 6, but considering you both did 7s, I'm gonna allow myself to be influenced.
No, right, can you stop making this joke? What are you actually going to give it?
No, I'll give it a 6.
Okay. Right, there we go. So, Dylan, do you want to go next with your topic?
I will, yeah. So, obviously, since I was so critical of Michael's topic, surely I've got a very good topic of my own. Not really. So, my topic is, what's on your Spotify Wrapped playlist? And by that, I mean, like, what have we achieved this year?
I can literally send it to you.
200,000 dead Palestinians.
Yeah, well, let me.
That's a reference to earlier.
I don't think that's achieved.
Yeah, well, I think we can only reference memes that have actually won. I think it's a bit. I think it's a bit cheap to reject a meme. Okay, wait, I can literally show you it. Do you know Sabrina Carpenter?
Yeah, gotta tell you this tonight.
Well, I'm thinking about like her song that's like Espresso.
I know who she is.
So basically, like, it was just like...
She was... there was a controversial thing she did recently where she simulated an act of oral sex.
Yes.
Which was controversial because a lot of kids go to her shows, apparently.
She's like another Miley Cyrus, isn't she? Where she's like... becoming a bit more sexual, a bit more...
Yeah.
No, I think that's the whole thing, though, isn't it? So...
Yeah, but she used to be in Disney, so like that's why.
Oh, did she? Oh.
So as you can see, these are my top bands, top artists. It's
you like the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers in number 1. Nicholas F. You know what was great? I got the Black Eyed Peas. Like you get like a thing. It's like here's a special message from the people you listen to. It was the guy from the Black Eyed Peas being like, "Hey everyone, all of our fans, thank you so much for listening to our music." And I was like, I can't believe they made this just for me. And referred to me as a plural. And then I didn't think that was that funny at all. Yeah. And then so these are my top songs. And I think you'll be interested in my top song, which I think just really shows the kind of person I am. I think it's just something that we can be all very proud of. Like just bump in the solidarity.
Are you going to include this in the video?
I think I probably will. In fact, what I'll probably do is line them up next to each other in a fancy little
nice.
thing.
Macklemore. Yeah. Oh, that anti-Semite.
Yeah.
Have you seen the picture of Macklemore with his Junos?
What? No.
So he put on a costume. This was ages ago, of him being like a stereotypical, an anti-Semitic.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
it looks so cool.
Yeah, I know.
And that is so fun.
Your top song was Heinz. Oh yeah, you were in the top 0.5% of listeners globally. That's cool.
I know. Yes, it just shows the kind of person I am. That I like. I'm in the 0.5% of people who care about. No, I didn't.
That's so basic. That's so basic.
Well, I screenshotted this and I sent it to. Well, I just screenshotted it so I knew for posterity, and then I sent it to myself so I could send it to you guys. So I didn't. It's nowhere public apart from here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, congrats for that, Michael. I just thought, I don't have a Spotify Wrapped.
Well, yeah, you see, I was gonna say, like, when I said Spotify Wrapped, I just kind of I meant something different, but that's fine.
So you mean like for Luke, like?
Yeah, I mean, we can make it about music. I'll show you.
Yeah, you should make it about music because it's way too broad. If you're just like, what was going on in your life in general this year?
This is the top 5 songs for me.
Okay, let's see if I even know any of. Okay, the Go-Go's. I don't know.
They're great. The Go-Go's. Chesney
Hawkes. I know Chesney. He's from Coronation Street.
It's a different Chesney.
Our Chesney.
There's only one Chesney.
He's the one and only Chesney.
Yeah. Oh, I like how, by the way, like just on the slide, my face is visible in the screenshot, so I might not include this one just because it's not mine, so I don't care about it.
You have to just crop the.
No, I might not include it just because
face.
No, I think I'll just not include it. I think I'll just like leave it out. I don't think we need to see this. I mean, so let's make this about music. In that case, Luke, just based on what music you've been listening to. Remember at uni when I thought you just didn't listen to music? For some reason, I decided that.
I don't think Luke likes music. That's
what I don't know why. That's what I was absolutely convinced of.
I just don't have any. I don't have a favorite. Like, I don't know. It's just I'm very like I watch a lot of movies. Okay, and if somebody said to me, "What is your favorite? Who's your favorite director?" I'd be like, I don't really have one because there's not one director. I'm like, oh yeah, I love all of his movies more than all. Like it's it's a pick and mix. It's like I like Martin Scorsese because of Goodfellas or Silence. I like Christopher Nolan because of Oppenheimer, but I don't look at all of them like, oh yeah, I love all their movies because some of and it's hard to make consistent bangers where you elevate yourself above everyone else. It's not like your favorite football team. So when you have an emotional attachment to them. So this is the long way of saying, I don't really have any favorite artists.
You couldn't have, I probably could have told you the top 5 songs on that list anyway, because those are probably the 5 songs I've listened to more than other songs in the year.
Well, I'll tell you who I listened to. There was a period a few months ago where I listened to quite a bit of David Bowie.
Bowie.
We can be heroes just for a day, yeah.
Because he died.
Yeah. So there you go. So maybe he'd be top, but again, I don't have Spotify Premium. So
yeah,
we could do a David Bowie parodies. Because I have one at the moment that was like, "There's a gay man wanking in the sky. He'd like to."
Well, we could think about what's the broader genre to which Bowie belongs. I'm a big twat about David Bowie because my favorite song by him is like actually quite an obscure song. It's called Fascination.
Oh, I think I know Fascination.
It's like every time I feel.
That's
Fascination.
A good impression of him.
Thank you.
Fascination.
It's
yeah, it's.
I think I know that one.
Yeah. Did he ever do a Christmas song? Was David Bowie in Wham?
Oh no, well he did Little Drummer Boy with Nat King, with Bing Crosby before he died.
Little Drummer Boy,
Little Comer Boy.
So like Little Comer Boy, yeah. So every Christmas is always a little thing. It's like, I like the old songs and the old classics. He's like, you must have seen the video where they're just like they're just like around a table and there's a piano there and they're just having like a little chat like about I like all the classics, yeah. And they get together, they sing that song. It's a staple of your Christmas meal. You've got to be watching the Bing Crosby, David Bowie thing. But also he did the Snowman. He
was the guy going, "We're walking in the air.
We're walking in the air." He used to appear at the start of the video, and then he had like a little scarf, and he was like, I was the boy, I was the boy at the start of that built the snowman, and it's like, no, you weren't. But it's nice that he's part of the video.
I had someone tell me that there's no dialogue in that movie. Is that actually true?
There isn't. No.
That's
apart
crazy.
From when he sings, "We're walking in the air."
Yeah.
All musical. Yeah.
It's a combination of very classic and very short, such that because obviously you'd be like, well, you got to watch Miracle on 34th Street because that's a classic, but like it's substantial enough that you feel like it's worth watching. Whereas with these like 20-minute shorts, like the Grinch cartoons, what am I gonna do? Like, which is whatever. I'm gay anyway.
Or Charlie Brown, you could watch, but then you don't like Charlie Brown, do you?
Yeah, exactly. I don't because of Happy Halloween, everyone. Yeah,
I love that. That's like one of my favorite jokes.
Yeah, you know what I said recently.
Okay, no, right. We're gonna cut it there. Good. So, Michael, out of 10.
I can give you reasons, Dylan, if you want, but I'm going to say it's a 6. It's a high 6, but it is a 6. I can give you reasons. I can give you reasons if you would like reasons.
No, that's fine.
I would actually like reasons.
I'll just say it kind of fizzled off. It kind of fizzled off towards the end. And I also feel like you got off to a bit of a rocky start with like you saying like Spotify Wrapped, and then you were like, oh, actually, I didn't even want to talk about that. You know, like it's I did. But I did. I will say this, objectively speaking, I think it's maybe better than, but probably equal with mine. However, subjectively speaking, obviously my topic, I wanted to talk about my topic, so I was more invested in it.
I am going to give it. I am going to give Dylan's topic a 7. Dylan?
Yeah, I think that's a fair rating.
I was also going to give my topic a 7 as well.
I think that's a fair rating. Actually, yeah, that's a fair rating.
So that means Dylan is now tied with Michael on 20.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, okay, of course, yeah.
Can't believe I'm tied.
Sorry, I forgot to mention. Yeah, I forgot to mention my reason why. My reason why I actually gave you as a 6, which is then I could be drawing with you. No,
right. So my turn for the topic next. Do you want the kind of out there topic, or do you want a more reasonable topic?
Oh God, that's like such an interesting choice.
What's the score to be? You know, you got to think what.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, I want to say like out there seems fun.
We'll go out there, shall we?
Yeah,
so I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you.
Yeah,
I'm going to ask you a question. So I'm going to get one of you to read out a tweet.
This seems like this could be a winner. This could be a winner. Okay. You know, this is like a fun topic,
right?
Tweet.
Like
so I want you to I want you to read the initial tweet first, and then so who wants to read it out?
I'll read it out.
Okay, Michael, just don't read it so fast that no one can tell what you're saying. Right.
Okay, I'll read it in a David Bowie voice.
So again, read the initial tweet first, then read the quote tweet after.
Okay, this is going to be sent to the group chat? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so this is the basis for the topic.
Okay. Little blooper during episode 2 on my gym vlog to be released tomorrow, and that's by Brendan Cabina, the black guy looking pretty sexy. Yeah, like his body. Yeah,
now
nice.
for the quote tweet.
Okay. You're lucky you were born in the modern era. On my mother's life, you'd probably be one of, if not the most expensive slave in the entire southern region. I guess around 350 to 500k of inflation. Plus, you're probably working with 9 3/4 inches. Such a, like, why be so specific? Like, why not round up to 10 inches at that point? Freak of a specimen. I don't know if I think that guy does have a huge cock. Like, I'm not saying.
Okay, so right, I saw that comment. You know, like. Yeah. Oh yeah, you'd be one of the most expensive slaves.
So you're wondering how expensive would we be as slaves? That's
so that got me thinking. If we were slaves, obviously we wouldn't be, because of our incredible complexion. But if we were slaves,
actually, white people were slaves.
White people are slaves
Irish.
now.
That's it. Yeah.
Right. So, if we were slaves back in the 18th century, how much would we go for on the market? You know, what would be our value as slaves? Obviously, it's not just
Dylan's is pretty low considering he's currently choking to death.
Dylan's always ill, so.
I mean, well, to be fair, like that's not even like we all know. Like, let's get that out of the way. By the way, Dylan would easily be the lowest. I mean, look, the thing is, I will say this. So, like, it does. I mean, you know, like that's not controversial, right?
It's jumping to say that.
Yeah. Look. Okay. Let's. Okay. Look. I like this topic.
Look, it's not just about physicality. Of
course, yeah.
That's
it. Yes.
You could be a house slave. You know.
That's it. Yeah. A house slave. A house slave with a hard R.
I think Dylan would be very good at doing the household chores.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but who would want to look at him? Look, I want to address some things here. One, like I feel like in terms of the actual slavery, I feel like having a big cock, that was a bonus. But the guy who's buying the slave is the dude. So like obviously for the lady of the house, but I don't think she's influencing stuff enough. So I don't know that would actually like get him much money.
Well, I think you kind of want it to have you want them to have a big
Did you just say it?
Because...
Did you just say it? You just said it.
No.
I know, we're talking about...
You just said it.
No.
You just said it. You kind of want it. That's wild. That's actually wild.
You want them to have a big cock because you kind of like selecting the best ones to breed with the other ones.
But I feel like all that energy going to their cocks is taken away from their cotton picking. I mean, so that's the other thing I wanted to clarify.
We're thinking like proper slave masters here, guys. This is a really good mindset.
Are we talking specifically the US? Because obviously we know that like there were slaves in because I was gonna say like obviously historically you had slaves who were eunuchs, and I was gonna say like maybe Dylan could make like a good like eunuch in like I can imagine Dylan being like a white guy in China, like with that beard and everything, and like the fact he's kind of bald, like a white guy in China who's been castrated, but he's like working by he's working. He's working behind the scenes, like kind of like. Basically, he's like the evil Chinese guy, but he's white. So, like, I was going to give him a Chinese voice, but it would be the opposite. Like, in my head, he's like, "Oh, I see that I've helped your holdings in the Shangtuang region." I'm like, "Thank you."
Why is he castrated, though?
Oh, because, like, well, that's what they used to do, like, in China. I've actually been listening to a podcast about China, and the amount of times they mention eunuchs. So, yeah.
Right.
Like, I feel like Dylan... The reason it is basically so that they can be in charge of stuff, but they won't be tempted to, like, start their own dynasty because they can't have kids.
Okay.
But yeah, we're talking about antebellum stuff, so
yes.
that I think
so let's get back
that screws
to,
Dylan over.
Okay, right. Is there any slave skill you think you have besides, the physical aspect of it, picking cotton?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think Luke and I are both, well, Luke's reasonably tall. We're both, I would say, just like normal, like physical, normal, like stuff.
And Dylan is
like, we're not,
is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah, that's it. Like I would say, like Luke and I probably, basically, if we were actually doing hard labor, we would quite quickly just develop, the amount of muscles you would usually have. Like, I think we have the, like, I'm not, bragging about us, but I'm just saying, like, we have the foundation to basically build up. I don't think Dylan is capable.
I think I'm quite good at following instructions.
That's it. That's a good point.
Yes.
I'm a grafter. If someone says, "Oh, can you do this for me?" I graft. I like at the youth centre, for instance. I like carry the mop and buckets upstairs.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm a
yeah.
grafter.
Yeah, I mean, the question,
the house. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I guess, like, the problem is, obviously, you're completely adding in a new dynamic. So I'm kind of thinking, like, the problem with being, like, a house slave is that, obviously, like, that was...
Black Dylan.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because it's like this kind of tied up, like, culture things. Like, are we talking about... Because if this is a scenario, let's say, where black people are actually the ones in charge and white people are becoming slaves, then I can imagine Dylan...
Just imagine yourself. You are who you are, but black. Right.
Okay, yeah. So in that case, I feel like that would be worse for Dylan, just because. Well, I think it could be okay, but I'm just like, I don't know.
He does follow instructions. That's the thing. I think he is, again. I've said this before to him about his, ability to get close to people, to suck up to them, as it were. I think he's.
Oh, so you're saying he would be like, yeah.
He'd be a good like Samuel L. Jackson in Django Unchained.
Oh, God, yeah.
He'd be a good house. He'd make funny jokes, and he'd be good to have around.
Yeah, my criticism was going to be that
I'd be like Big Mama.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say, I think sometimes Dylan, Big Mama, I think sometimes Dylan can be annoyingly incompetent. Like, I can't think of specific examples. I'm sure there are examples where I've like wanted Dylan to do something, and it's the most, because he says he's good at following orders. I think he's good at having the mentality of wanting to follow the orders, but sometimes he can't. Like, you tell him to do something, and he completely fails to do the very basic thing you've asked him to do, which would count against him as a house. Yeah. Exactly. Like, I feel like he'd be the kind of person who like.
But would he have the charm to overcome it? He'd go, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Mouse," and then, "Oh, that old Dylan, he's always making mistakes, but we love him. We'll keep him around." Yeah. We won't kill him. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, look, the things what I was going to say is like if I wanted a house slave,
okay,
I would want one who was like charming, like kind of, and I don't know if I would.
Dylan has that about him. He can be charming,
Well, look, the thing is, like, obviously, I'm not saying Dylan is positively anti-charming. I'm just saying I feel like there must be, because I'm thinking about like Nat King Cole, Sidney Poitier. Like I'm wanting like those are who I would want to be my slaves.
You want like a Denzel Washington.
Yeah, exactly.
Slave.
That's it. Like I want like a kind of like. I guess in a way, like I'm really cucking myself here because I'm like I want a handsome slave so I can like show him off and be like, look, like in the house, like obviously in the fields I don't care, but like in the house I want like a handsome slave.
You really thought about this.
I can show off to
guests
people.
Around, you need like,
exactly. I like look at my handsome slave.
Yeah.
Like I don't want people to show up and be like, ugh. It's not to say that's what I would like. Not to say that would be their immediate. I think I mean like Dylan could be working in the kitchens, but like I mean the thing is what we're really talking about here is like money, because it's not a case of like, yeah, sure, if someone gave you Dylan as a slave for free, you would find a use for him. But would you pay top dollar for him? I don't think so.
It's hard to show off those skills of being a house slave,
at the auction block. Yeah,
I'd like to think I'd be good value for money. When someone buys me.
Oh yeah, good point. He'd be good value for money. I think.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. But obviously, the whole point there is he'd be good value for money because he'd sell for so little. This, by the way, has everyone seen like the Key and Peele sketch where they're they're really anti-slavery, but then when they don't get picked, they like start getting like insecure and like, I'd be a really good slave. Dylan, have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
You should watch. You should watch. Okay, you should watch the
give it a
Key and
watch.
Peele slave auction sketch because I think you'll find it entertaining, but not now.
Right, that's the end of the topic. So let us now rate it. Michael, you go first.
It's comfortably an 8. I'm just wondering if it's a 9. Just because, well, it is funny. I think I'll say it's an 8 just because it doesn't need to be a 9. Like, maybe I'd agonize it over more if there was more at stake, but I think right now I'm willing to say it's a high 8. It could be a low 9, but I'll just say high 8 just to say. It was good, though. Funny conversation.
No, I think an 8 is fair as well. Which I'm surprised you gave it an 8, considering you're being a bit harsh this season.
Well, yeah, I think I like funny, even though some of my topics aren't funny.
Okay, right.
I like people who do what I can't.
Okay, Dylan.
It is actually an 8 for me as well.
Okay, so I have won again. So that's 3 out of 3 for me this season. You guys really need to start winning, honestly. But yeah. So final thought, everybody. Who has got a final thought? Dylan, you go first.
In Germany, they even have a sausage made out of sausages. It is the worst of the worst.
Jesus Christ. Michael, final thought.
Yeah. In Germany, they even have a. This is why
I like going after Michael.
Yeah. So in Germany, they even have sausages they shove up their asses. They're called cock sausages.
It's good instead of cocktail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. There you go. Right. So my final thoughts is that we will be back in 2 weeks' time for, I believe we're going to do the end of year quiz.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're not doing anything Christmas themed, honestly. This year.
That's fine. Yeah, I think that's what we've been doing on Select and Reflect for a while now. Just ignoring Christmas.
You need a break from Christmas some years.
Yeah, I can't believe we're doing Godfather 2 for Christmas. I'm going to kill myself.
Okay. Well, that's join us for that on Select and Reflect soon, and join us for the quiz in a couple of weeks' time. So it's been the Post Gay goodbye.
Guten Tag.